Shadows and Secrets, the case of the missing brother. In the bustling, neon-drenched streets of New Haven, where the line between the law and the underworld blurred into a gray mist, two figures stood out like relics from a bygone era. Sonny, with his sharp eyes and even sharper wit, and Greg, whose bulky frame belied a mind as agile as a cat on the roof, were not just any detectives. They were private investigators with a knack for unraveling the most tangled of mysteries. The tale begins on a typical dreary morning, with the city still shaking off the night's excesses. Sonny and Greg sat in their cramped office, a room filled with the scent of old coffee and cigarette smoke, surrounded by stacks of case files that told stories of love gone wrong, deals in the dark, and secrets begging to be uncovered. It was then that the door creaked open, revealing a silhouette against the morning light. A woman, her face etched with worry, entered. "My name is Eleanor Hart," she said, her voice quivering like a leaf in a storm. "My brother Philip, he's gone missing. No note, no reason. Just vanished." The case was intriguing, the kind that could either make or break a detective's reputation. Sonny, with his penchant for people, took the lead in conversation, while Greg, the silent storm, observed every twitch, every lie that might slip through the cracks. They started their investigation at Philip's last known location, a seedy bar called the Rusty Anchor. Here the air was thick with the scent of cheap liquor and desperation. Sonny, charming as ever, coaxed stories from the barflies. Meanwhile, Greg's eyes scanned for discrepancies in the environment, his hands rifling through discarded items for clues. Their breakthrough came from an old bartender who remembered Philip talking about a big score he was set to make, something to do with an antique collector's item, a Fabergé egg rumored to be hidden in an abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town. The mansion was a gothic beast of a building, its windows like empty eyes staring into the night. Undeterred, Sonny and Greg ventured inside, their flashlights cutting through the dust and darkness. The place was a maze of forgotten opulence, but Greg's sharp eyes caught a fresh footprint in the dust, leading them to a hidden room behind a bookshelf. Inside, they found Philip, not as a victim, but as the perpetrator, surrounded by fake antiques and schematics for more. He had staged his disappearance to escape a debt to a dangerous collector who had figured out his game. The confrontation was tense, with Philip trying to justify his actions through a haze of fear and greed. But Sonny and Greg were not just there to solve a case. They were there to bring justice, albeit sometimes in shades of gray. They convinced Philip to come clean, arranging for the real artifacts to be returned while ensuring his safety from the collector's wrath. Back at their office, with the case closed, they shared a bottle of whiskey, their reflections in the bottle's amber depths mirroring the complexity of human nature. "Another day in paradise," Sonny quipped, raising his glass. Greg nodded, his mind already on the next mystery waiting in the shadows of New Haven. For Sonny and Greg, the adventure was never over. It was just a matter of turning the page to the next chapter in their endless book of cases.